They say justice is blind, but in ancient Persia, justice could see, and it could strike. Tonight, we step into a story so cruel, so haunting, that even time itself tried to forget it. It's a tale of a powerful king, a corrupt judge, and a punishment so horrifying it still echoes through history. This is the story of the judge skinned alive by King Cambyses II. It was the 6th century BCE, and Persia was the largest empire the world had ever known, ruled by a man who carried the title King of Kings. His name was Cambyses II, the son of the great Cyrus. His empire stretched across deserts and mountains, built on conquest, law, and fear. Cambyses II was known for his temper, a man both feared and worshipped. Some called him just, others called him cruel. But one thing was certain: he never forgave betrayal. In his court, justice wasn't an idea, it was the king's will made flesh. Among his royal judges was a man named Sisamnes. His duty was to uphold justice in the king's name. But greed is a quiet poison, and one day, a wealthy man offered him gold for a false verdict. Sisamnes smiled and took it. That single act would destroy him. Whispers spread like smoke through the empire. Someone had bribed a royal judge. Soon, those whispers reached the ears of Cambyses himself. His fury was silent but deadly, a storm waiting to break. One morning, as the judge enjoyed the wealth of his sin, the king's soldiers appeared. They bound him in chains before the eyes of his people. His life of comfort was over, and his punishment had just begun. In the heart of the city, a platform was raised. The people gathered in silence, the air heavy with fear. King Cambyses wanted them to witness not just justice, but vengeance. Before the crowd, the king's voice thundered. You were chosen to be the hand of justice. Instead, you sold it. Then he gave the order, an order that would be remembered for all time. The soldiers grabbed him. His screams filled the square as the first cut was made. They slit his throat, then began to peel the skin from his body, strip by strip. Flaying a man alive was the cruelest punishment known. It was slow, deliberate, and meant to scar the soul of everyone who watched. The king wanted his empire to remember justice could bleed too. When it was over, the square was silent. Only the wind moved. But Cambyses was not finished. His vengeance was far more creative than death. He ordered the judge's skin to be tanned and cut into leather. The horror did not end with the man. It continued with his remains. That leather was used to cover the very chair where Sisamnes once passed his corrupt judgments. The symbol was perfect and terrifying. Then the king summoned Otanes, the judge's son. His heart pounded as he entered the hall, where the memory of his father hung, quite literally, in the air. Cambyses said, "You will take your father's place. Sit on that chair, and remember what you're sitting on." Otanes obeyed, trembling, his father's skin beneath him. Every judgment he made, every case he ruled, the ghost of his father was there, a silent reminder that corruption breeds only pain. The story spread like wildfire. No one dared to take a bribe again. The legend of the Flayed judge became the empire's darkest warning. Centuries later, the Greek historian Herodotus recorded this story. But was it truth or political theater? No Persian records confirm it. Maybe it was a myth, a warning crafted to scare the powerful. Over 2,000 years later, a painter named Gerard David brought the tale back to life in Bruges. His artwork, The Judgment of Cambyses, was hung in the city's court, so that every judge would remember what happens when justice is betrayed. Whether it truly happened or not, the lesson remains timeless. Power without honesty becomes cruelty. Justice without integrity turns to horror. And sometimes, the ghosts of the past sit quietly beside us, whispering, "Remember what you're sitting on." Sleep well, and good night.